So we haven't made a video in a couple of days.
2 days ago, someone was too sleepy.
It's like 3 days, I think.
No, we were camping 2 days ago, and you were reading your book and said, we should try to record a video. You said,
I was kind of tired. Anyway, so word of the day for the last couple of days. First, it was a Tuesday, Wednesday, rain.
Yeah.
And then word of the day for the third day was beautiful. I mean, honestly, the weather yesterday was spectacular. It was a little chilly, so we went from where did we go? To Medicine to Calgary. We left
Medicine Hat,
which
was the last video we did.
Yeah, and we got rained on pretty much all the way to Medicine Hat, off and on, heavy rain, soft rain. And then, so Medicine Hat to Calgary, actually nice day to start. And then Nathan's...
It was raining a little bit.
Nathan's left front fork blew a seal.
I had oil all over my visor and I couldn't figure out why. And then eventually we stopped to watch a...
Crop duster.
That
was really cool. It was like 200 feet from us, maybe.
Yeah. And so we stopped to look at that, and I looked down, and my front left fork is just dripping in oil, and there's oil all over me, and the bike, and my gloves, and
it was not pretty.
No,
it's hard to. I mean, you can't make the rest of the trip with a blown seal. So, called the BMW dealer in Calgary, left a message. This is Tuesday. Left a message. They should have been open, but they were taking a long weekend. They were closed. We got there, and there were cars and bikes in the parking lot. We said, oh, great, they're open, because we were worried they were going to be closed because nobody answered the phone. And then we got there, and it's closed up.
Yeah.
So people in Canada are absolutely the nicest people. Anywhere I've been to a lot of places, and they are absolutely the nicest people. So we're in the parking lot, and a guy in a Vespa pulls up next to our motorcycles, and we're walking around. Place is closed. Came back, and so I struck up a conversation with him. You know, he's a super nice guy, and I'm like, yeah, we're trying to get my son's, front fork blew a seal. We're trying to get it fixed. This place is closed. He's like, oh, he goes, let me make a couple of phone calls. So he made a couple of phone calls. Nate went and talked to a couple of people. Another guy made a phone call, and then got Nathan's number and said, hey, I think I'll run over this place. He can probably do the work for you. And ended up, we lucked out. The place I called, the place that the guy I was talking to recommended, I called and left a message. That guy took Nathan's card, left it with the guy at the shop he went to, or took Nathan's information rather. And we were just sitting there waiting, and Nathan's like, why don't we just run over this place like 5 minutes away and we'll just check. So we hopped on the bike, ran over there, and when we walked in, the guy was apparently getting ready to call us because we're like, hey, we got a BMW, the blown front fork seal, and the guy's like, oh, I was just getting ready to call you. He goes, I have the part here. He goes,
I have one left in stock. Let me go see if somebody else can.
Exactly.
Has time for it today.
And I'm like, can you get it in and get it fixed today? Do we need a hotel room? And he goes, hang on a minute, let me check. So we went back. One of the guys was like, yeah, I'll be done with this bike in 15 minutes. I'll have lunch and I can do the front seal. So 3 hours later, we went and had lunch. 3 hours later, we're on the road ready to go. I'm thinking when we couldn't get it done at the BMW dealership, we're going to be there for 2-3 days waiting for parts, and and that's in a good day. So I thought, well, we've lost Prudhoe Bay. We're not going to be able to make that 4-day trip up and back. And anyway, fixed it. Shout out to Calgary
Cycle City
for doing us. Kevin, you were awesome getting us in and out. And they had some really cool bikes in there. They actually custom make some BMW Roadsters out of old bike chassis, bike frames, and up to the customer's requirements. They had a beautiful red, white, and blue scrambler style in there. When we were there, they were just finishing up. But
some nice Cafe Racer resto mods.
Yeah, really cool. And had some Zero electric bikes in there. They're a dealer for Zero, and they had some pretty cool like dirt bikes. They had street bike and stuff. Ducati Monster in there. Ducati Monster. And then so we hit the road, got some rain close to Purdin Lake. Got there, got the camp set up. It was a little chilly. Got down to like 43 degrees that night. Froze our butts off. Slept like crap.
Freezing.
And we're gonna camp out at Ida Lake the next night. And I'm like, dude, I didn't get any sleep. There's no way I'm gonna be able to sleep at Ida Lake. It's gonna be cold again tonight. So stopped by Jasper, got lunch there, and then ended up getting a hotel room. Went 3 hours further than we were supposed to. Got a hotel room in Fort Nelson, which is where we're at now. Beautiful day yesterday riding. It was beautiful weather all day long. Started out at 54 degrees when we left the campground. 77 most of the trip. Got here, it was almost 87 degrees, I think.
It was 86 when we pulled in the parking lot yesterday.
It was Fahrenheit. So it was pretty warm getting here. Got to the hotel. There's tons of bikes. Everybody either going to or coming from Alaska right now. BMWs.
Bunch of Harleys from Virginia.
Bunch of Harleys from Virginia, like 10 or 12.
I don't know what's going on there. They were all the same. They all had number plates with like one different number at the end. There are probably 8 of them.
Yeah.
9 of them.
It must be a tour company.
It must be a tour company or,
that's what I'm thinking.
Or something.
Saw Harley Panamera out there, a bunch of BMW R 1200, 1250 GSs, GSA. What else do we see? What was that bike with the tires stacked on the back? Was that a KTM? No, it was a V-Strom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Suzuki V-Strom out there. But altogether, probably 15 or 20 bikes?
Yeah, probably around 20,
Yeah.
I'd say.
And then they had a big forest fire, wildland fire up here for the last month or so, and they're doing a wrap up on it. So there's some Canadian wildland firefighters up here. Talked to a couple of those guys. Talked to some Royal Canadian Mounted Police guys this morning at breakfast, they were towing a rigid hull
boat.
Yeah,
Inflatable boat.
Inflatable. I don't know what you call it thing. A ring around it. But it was pretty cool. It was on a trailer. Talked to them for a little bit. Saw a firefighting plane go over last night when we got here.
Yeah.
All stained with the red powder stuff that they drop on fires. So we're getting ready to. Had a great night's sleep last night. Slept up.
Yeah.
Did laundry this morning.
Yep.
Got that caught up. Beautiful day out there today. We're gonna got the windshields. Got the Jackson Pollock cleaned off of my windshield on my bike this morning, and we're heading out in about 15-20 minutes to Laird Hot Springs. Gonna dip in the hot spring. Got a hotel room there, and what else, Tater? Any other highlights?
Nope. Great roads. Got stuck behind a Ford pulling a Airstream on like probably the most beautiful roads I've ever been on.
Yep.
It was pretty miserable.
All through the mountains for the last 2 days, really.
Yeah.
Banff was gorgeous.
Yeah,
Well,
Banff
it's
was
been an extra
amazing.
day there.
Honestly, yesterday afternoon when right before we got on the Alcan was fantastic. It was so pretty to be out there.
Yep.
I don't think much else.
Now, this is the Alcan. This is the Alaska Highway. Alcan's different.
Is it different?
We pick up Alcan in Whitehorse. They call it the Alcan in Whitehorse. So,
okay.
anyway, that's all I've got. Signing off.
Yeah, I think so.
Peace.
Bye-bye.